What's going on, Wolfpack? Time again for another wolfofbricks.com update. I am Jim, and of course, this is where we talk about Lego investing and reselling. So before we get into the main topic, I'd like to share something with you. You're looking at ebay.com, and this is the sales results for the 2021 Morgan and Peace silver dollar. Now, for those of you that have been with me for a while, I have talked about these two coins before they went on sale. And after they went on sale, they are doing remarkably well. I believe these, and I have two of them, I have one of each. I believe these coins were somewhere around $80 each. And it looks like, I only bought two, one each, but it does look like a lot of people have purchased 6 total, and they're selling them as sets. So I've talked about silver in the past, and the interesting thing is you really saw the silver bugs come out and start to email me whenever I started talking about these coins. And there was a lot of conversation offline of the YouTube channel itself, and I just wanted to go ahead and share with everybody the results. This was maybe 18 months ago. They announced this, I think maybe January of 2021, and they were going to release them in August or in November of 2021. So it really hasn't been that long ago. So if you're saying, Jim, how come you didn't mention this in 2022? The reason why that was because the U.S. Mint was unable to get enough silver for Morgan and Peace dollars in 2022. Now, the good news is you can go ahead and pre-order for 2023. And I don't remember this set being like this. There were 2 separate boxes last time, and I didn't do the subscription, but I have already done the subscription for 2023, and subsequently on, I believe it's somewhere around $185 for those 2 things. So I used to be a huge silver coin collector. I had everything from the Perth Mint kangaroos to silver eagles and all that good stuff, but all of that is gone. But I do think that this right here is something worth collecting, so that's something that I have a subscription to. So before the main topic begins, I would kindly like to ask you to like and subscribe this channel. We're giving away retired sets free every month of the year for 2023, and the only way to enter is if you like and subscribe to this channel. Greatly helps us out, and we appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to talk about 2 topics, and both of these topics I believe are very, very important. One was a question that was on in the comments section of a YouTube video, and I looked everywhere for it, and unfortunately that's just the way it is. There will be times where I'm like, wow, that's a good question, I'll come back to it, and I am able to, and then there are times, I'm not joking, I'm digging for like 45 minutes, and I'm like, I know it was in the last video, I don't know where it's at. So I'm going to kind of paraphrase here, but the point is still the same, and this is something that people talk about a lot, and I just think that people will get a lot of value if I just address this. So the question was something like, listen, Jim, there's this one set that has retired and it's 10% off. Should I wait until it becomes 20% off, or should I pull the trigger on it now? Now, of course, I don't give out investment advice, but this is something that I have the perspective on. As let's say there was this set, right? Set X was retailing for $100 and it was 10% off, right? And you could get it for $90. And it's this time of year. You're saying to yourself, you know what? Maybe I should wait until the set, goes a little bit lower, or maybe I should purchase it now. The last thing that I would want to do is not purchase this set because I'm waiting for it to go to 20% off, and then the inventory just evaporates and it's gone, right? And then 2.5 years from now, I see that set at $250, $275, and I say to myself, man, I should have pulled the trigger on that set. Would it have been that big of a deal if I only purchased that Lego set at 10% off versus 20% off? So I want to give everybody that perspective. The last thing that any reseller wants to do, and it's happened to me, and I know it's happened to a lot of others, but you want to try and prevent it. The last thing you want to do is look on Amazon at a Lego set that you wanted to purchase 2.5 years ago and you didn't because of some reason that in the end wasn't that big of a deal, and you're like, man, I can't believe I didn't pull the trigger on that set. So I just wanted to give you that perspective. If that was a situation where I was in my shoes making that call, that's something that I would pull the trigger on, and I would purchase it for 10% off instead of wait for 20%. All right, the next topic, and this is going to be some tough love out there, right? So in one of my recent videos, I just briefly talked about the 2023 retirement list, right? And I said, you know, I enjoy doing these retirement lists, but I just got done doing a bunch of retirement videos, you know, at the end of the year, and there's no reason to do them now. But I still wanted to share that information with you because it's relevant. It's something that's going on in Lego world, that there is a retirement list out there to the public. And then the funny thing is, I start to see videos where people are just doing whole videos on retirement lists for 2023. And here's the thing, you know, back in, I think, September, October, there were some people that do Lego investing videos where they're talking about Q4 prep, and they're talking about the number one time where you need to pay attention to sales during Q4 is the week of Black Friday. And I kept my mouth shut. I said, there's one person that I'm good friends with, and I said, you know what, I'm not gonna say anything. And then there's this other person that I'm not so much friends with, and I was like, you know what, instead of me jumping on that, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. And the reason why that is because, in my opinion, October is a lot better when it comes to discounts than the week of Black Friday. There are some good deals, but Target notoriously has, in my opinion, better deals where you could get things for 40-50% off. And this usually occurs around the second week of October, right? Sometimes the third week of October. So I kept my mouth shut. I was like, Jim, just put it away. But I have to give some tough love. So let me just review a few things with you right now. Just because the 2022 Lego selling season is over, that by no means means that the Lego 2022 buying season is over. This isn't a secret. I mean, this is, you know, common knowledge that there will be popular retired Lego sets that are still in the supply chain, that are still available from January, February, March, and sometimes even April. And I give the example occasionally where the zombie cave, right? The Minecraft zombie cave. I absolutely love that set. I had hundreds and hundreds of that set, right? And come January, it was still available, then it dried up, then it seemed like Amazon got a lot, and then it dried up. And I want to say the end of March, maybe even the beginning of April. I mean, there were conversations with me and some other reseller friends of mine where we're like, this is the set that just won't die, right? And psychology comes into play, right? There are some times where you're going to do the right thing. You're going to do your due diligence. You're going to check the boxes. You're going to be like, this is a great set. I'm in love with this set, not because I have an emotional, personal connection to it. I'm in love with this set because I know it's going to make me money, right? And then Amazon keeps on having it available. I guess the Corvettes, the Technic Corvettes, right? That's maybe even a better example. That was a set that should have retired. Well, it did retire, 2021, but it was available all the way up until the middle of December of 2022. That shouldn't have happened, right? So there's no reason to put $10,000 into some Lego sets that are allegedly retiring at the end of 2023 because we still don't know. There's a lot of time between now and the end of December, which leads me to my next point as to why you should not pay attention to the 2023 retirement list right now. And that is, there are plenty of sets that you will find between now and the end of the year where Lego will go ahead and extend the sets. I think the Jeep, Lego recently announced that the Technic Jeep has been extended. The Mandalorian with Child has been extended. You talk about a set that's never going to die, right? There's going to be a lot of sets that will be extended. I've recently talked about how the Harry Potter Night Bus Prisoner of Azkaban set was, you know, delayed into retirement. It went for another year. It's doing well, by the way. I'm really happy that I pulled the trigger on that. But that was something that I had to kind of have on the shelf for an extra year, and that's not something that I wanted. So you need to be careful when it comes to going out and purchasing all of these sets right now. And I know everybody's not purchasing all of them now, but I think even having the mindset of these are sets that you want to purchase now might be, you know, you're not serving yourself well, because there's going to be a lot of discounts. There's going to be a lot of October sales. There's going to be a lot of Black Friday week sales and things of that sort. So just keep that in mind. Another reason why you really don't want to pay too much attention to that retirement list right now is those sets are listed, but they don't have a date on when they're going to retire, right? It might be in the summer, it might be in November. A lot of people, you know, they either forget or they're not aware about the Lego sets that are retiring in the summertime, right? Let's say that there were 2 sets that you really wanted, and you go out, you know, you see a good Mother's Day sale or an Easter sale or a Memorial Day weekend sale, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to kill it. I'm going to spend $10,000 on this one set. And a few months later, there's more information that comes down the pipe, and you're like, oh, that set retires in December, and the other set that I wanted has already retired. I wish I would have purchased that other set instead of the set I just purchased, because that means that's one SKU that I'm not going to be able to add to my inventory. So that's my 2 cents and some tough love about the 2023 retirement list. I know right now what I'm focusing on, so it's January, right? Q4 just ended, so my selling season for the most part is done. I had a really strong day a couple days ago for Speed Champions. Not sure what that was about. But right now I'm focusing on, you know, the dust settling. I'm focusing on, you know, a little bit of prep work when it comes to taxes. I really haven't decided what my thing is for 2023 for my Lego reselling business. And what I mean by that is back in, you know, 2021, I said my thing was going to be, I was going to buy more Duplo sets than any other Lego theme during the year of 2021. I'm very happy that I did that, because that dollhouse that I purchased at a discount is almost at $100 now. So that's great. It might, if it's at $100 now, it might even be at $150 come Q4, which is less than 9 months away. So that was my 2021 thing. My 2022 thing was I was not going to purchase a Lego set unless it was more than 20% off, which was very difficult to do. Don't think I'm going to do that again. But I do have an idea of what my 2023 thing will be. I'm not going to share that, because I think I recently had an intervention with a few resellers, and they're like, listen, we love the content you make, but there's just some things you can't talk about. And I have respect for them, and I love them. They're great people, so I'm just going to keep it at that. But I haven't even come up with my 2023 thing yet. The last thing I'm even looking at or even wanting to look at right now is the 2023 retirement list. So take this video with a grain of salt. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the tough love, I understand, give it a thumbs down. But hopefully I was able to give you some food for thought. That's it, my friends. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jim with wolfofbricks.com. Always go out there and get it.